Igboho has been in the Benin Republic's detention for 117 days today. And Benin Republic hasn't come up with any crime he committed. But I'm going to please give us a little bit of background of how Oloye Sunday Igboho found himself in Benin Republic and what African Charter on Human Rights and Refugees says in the case of Oloye Sunday Igboho, how the legal team have already hit the stone wall. There is no legal way, as we speak right now, that is going to work in the favor of Oloye Sunday Igboho. They shut all the door. So let's start from where it all began. It all started from when Oloye Sunday Igboho publicly for the first time in 3-4 years that he's been using his own resources with many other noble noble patriotic Yoruba sons who have formed a sort of a vigilante providing a temporary protection for the villages who have come under attacks of Fulani terrorism in Yoruba land, especially in Oyo State. But for the first time, it came public when the Igboho issue became public. And what did he do? He went there for fact-finding. Is it true that people have been subjected to this kind of trauma, attacks, that the government is even powerless? Talk less of talking about it. He went there. He was shot at. That was the beginning. That was the day they put a target on his back. The Nigerian police IG invited him to arrest him. And he said, if you have to arrest me, that should be under an indictment that should come from a law court. But because we know what Nigeria is, he wasn't invited to be questioned. Why would you even question him? When the government has failed, the security forces they have abandoned the people to their own fate, and they continue to live, the political class continue to live in denial of it. So the next thing we saw was that his house was burned to ground. As if that was not enough, they went on, they sent their state unknown gunmen after him to kill him. They nearly succeeded, but they succeeded in killing 2 people, innocent people in that house that day. And they kidnapped 12 others and accused them of terrorism. Oloye Sunday Igboho managed to escape the attack with bruised arm, bruised leg. He was safe, at least in Oyo State, where he was then. Then Nigeria declared him wanted. Wanted for what? What did he do? You attempted to kill him. What did Oloye Sunday Igboho do? He put together a legal team that took Nigeria, Nigerian Army, Nigerian DSS, your Malamu, the Attorney General, to court for breaching his human rights. He's committed no crime. He's committed no crime known to law, other than asking the Yorubas to stand up and protect ourselves and defend ourselves with what he saw in those forests. That put a target on his back. Nigeria declared him wanted. For what? For not dying the day they planned to kill him in the house. He was advised to leave Nigeria for his own safety. As a Nigerian who is carrying a Nigerian passport, a West African passport, he is protected to travel through all the West African countries, right, without any hindrance. And in the case of Oloye Sunday Igboho, that the rest of Africa knows about the insecurity in Nigeria, and Benin Republic cannot deny the influx of refugees from Yoruba land into Benin Republic, running away from Fulani terrorists. They can't deny all these circumstances, right? They followed the order of Nigeria that declared him wanted, that gave his detail to the Interpol. Oloye Sunday Igboho was on his way to Germany in transit Benin Republic. He's committed no crime by the virtue of the African Charter, by the virtue of the West African passport he's holding. He's committed no crime. The only crime they could hold him for is the crime that he came into their country without visa. He came into their country without this and that. All this doesn't appear. They don't come they come to nothing. Because legally, he can pass through Benin Republic. He can pass through Ghana. He can pass through Ivory Coast. He can pass through Togo as a West African. So Benin Republic followed the order of Nigeria to hold him. Meanwhile, legally, even diplomatically, Benin Republic has no extradition arrangement or treaty with Nigeria. Nigeria cannot ask Benin Republic to hold anybody from, that is escaping from the brutality of a murderous regime in Nigeria. Nigeria can't ask Benin Republic to hold anybody for them because legally, diplomatically, they can't deport anybody to Nigeria on the order of Nigerian government. It is only Benin Republic government that can say, you know what, we are sending you back to Nigeria because we don't want you in our country. But it's not coming to your country. It's transiting your country. So when they held Oloye Sunday Igboho 117 days ago, they said they received an order from Nigeria that he is a criminal that is running away from justice. And he told them, how? Well, what crime did Nigeria say I committed? The crime that I stood up for my people? The crime that I put my life on the line? I went after gun-wielding terrorists in the forest to tell them that if Nigeria won't protect us, we will protect ourselves. Is that a crime that you are holding me for? Can you ask Nigeria to bring the evidence of my crime? Just a week or two after Benin Republic continued to hold him, waiting for Nigeria to give them evidence of the crime Oloye Sunday Igboho committed in Nigeria. A court in Ibadan gave a judgment in favor of Oloye Sunday Igboho, 20.5 billion naira. Judgment was awarded against Nigeria for what they did to him, for what they did in his house, which means legally in Nigeria, he has no case. That then takes us back to Benin Republic. They appeared in their court, the same court that could operate within 2-3 days is now the court they have shut down for the past 3 months. When Oloye Sunday Igboho was first intercepted, he was traveling with his wife, who is German. But their details were already provided to Benin Republic. So which means Benin Republic acted on the order of Nigeria. So if Nigeria is not providing the evidence, how did we know? They went to court. In court, first judge, they were talking about Nigeria. Second judge, they are talking about Nigeria. They were waiting for Nigeria to provide their evidence. Third judge, when they got to the third one, it was then that one said, oh, this is not about Nigeria. It is about something different. What do you mean? What's something different? I am going to send you back to the first judge to go and investigate this particular crime. What is it? Say it to us. That's where I started having a bit of a reservation about the Benin Republic lawyers. The lawyers representing Oloye Sunday Igboho. That if a judge, you have defended something they presented at the first court hearing, second court hearing, you go to the third judge that could just release him and either let him go or go back to Nigeria. That's his job. And there is no evidence that he's committed any crime in Nigeria. Nigeria hasn't provided anything. Rather, Nigeria sent a helicopter to Benin Republic on the day they expected that judge to order him to be taken back to Nigeria. No evidence, no nothing. They now say, no, it's not about Nigeria. It's about something different. You as a lawyer to somebody, what stops you from asking the judge, what is the new offense? So that you can at least tell us. They didn't tell us. They continue to say it's on another case entirely. But ladies and gentlemen, it has hit a stone wall, and we need to raise the alarm. Benin Republic is committing a crime under this charter, and I don't know. My plan is that if we have the grace, if we have the grace, I will join the team that will raise money. If we have to raise 10 million, 20 million, 100 million naira, we will raise it for the right legal team who can actually help us take Benin Republic up on this. Nigeria, I'm still coming to why Benin Republic is holding him and why you're having this legal logjam and why other things, other factors are holding Oloye Sunday Igboho, and why I'm going to also tell some of you who are actually, YouTubers and bloggers and what have you, who love Oloye Sunday Igboho genuinely, to tone it down on gaslighting the people that are in their own way, would rather just make this to their advantage, but they have no hand in the way of holding Oloye Sunday Igboho with what I found out. Tone it down. Now that I am hearing that people are disappearing because they are attacking themselves, attacking people, abusing people and all of that, the typical stuff. And they are saying people are running into hiding now, all because of Oloye Sunday Igboho's case. People standing up, making accusations that they can't really substantiate. And eventually putting everybody off. But we will get to that. What is the crime? Tell us. They couldn't tell us. It's been 3 months we've been asking them, what was that crime that judge said they need to go and investigate again and come back to court? Nobody told us. But if we have to raise real money, listen, this is what the African Charter says on refugees and police, because what we have right now can be considered as Oloye Sunday Igboho can be considered as a political prisoner. Nigeria, under Boko Haram, they are using their might to force the hand of Benin Republic to help them keep Oloye Sunday Igboho far away. So, which means it is political now. But this is what the African Charter says about this kind of situation, and I wonder why we haven't seen anybody from our legal team handling this, picking this up and taking Benin Republic up on this. Here it says, the African Charter is the gateway to the African Commission, and understanding how the rights articulated in the Charter can be put to work for refugees in the starting point for any advocate. Two general guarantees: the principles of non-discrimination and equality in Articles 2 and 3 of the Charter respectfully can be used to protect any rights that refugees or other individuals are entitled to under the African Charter. In the complaint brought by organizations like, Mondele Conle de la Torture and others against Rwanda, for example, it says that the expulsion of Burundian refugees of a Hutu identity from Rwanda was a breach of non-discrimination under the Charter. People who are running away from violence, who are running away from a state-sponsored attack or ethnic-sponsored attack should be protected genuinely. And if they need a passage under the African Charter, they should be given a passage to wherever destination they are going to, where they will be able to get the proper asylum away from where their lives are in danger. That is something I would expect the people to tap into, but I'm coming to that too. They said the guarantee of non-discrimination can thus be used to protect refugees from discrimination on a wide variety of grounds, including their status as refugees. Now, the principle of protection against mistreatment by the legal and institutional system of the state, when combined with the duty of state under Article 1 to take steps to give effect to the rights contained in the Charter. These provisions may provide advocates for an avenue by which to address a number of problems commonly encountered by African refugees or political refugees. a lack of appropriate national refugee legislation and related to that, a lack of appropriate documentation of their status, which in turn inhibits their enjoyment of many other charter rights. Part of their rights is that Oloye Sunday Igboho, the fact that there are media talking about the injustice that Nigeria has committed against him, and Benin Republic is not, you know, they are not JJC to what is going on in Nigeria. At this point, Oloye Sunday Igboho should have been provided with every state protection, all the state protection that Benin Republic can give for somebody like that. But Africa is Africa. Trust me. An injustice anywhere in Africa is the same everywhere in Africa. And somehow, it is much like an unwritten code. You scratch my back and I scratch yours too. 117 days. The last time I heard the voice of Oloye Sunday Igboho was just about 3 weeks ago or thereabout, when he was talking to myself and Koiki. It was actually Koiki that connected me to the call. And he was like, that was the moment we knew that he wasn't feeling well. From the fall of the jump, he hasn't been given any real medical attention. The reason why he was on his way to Germany in the first place. What he said was that when he was talking to his lawyers, or when he was also talking to other people who have spoken to him, he was bitter. He was angry. He's not even asking anybody to give him money. He is paying these lawyers most of the payment coming from his own pockets. And that's why we have to also say thank you to Ilanomo Odua, who has done a lot too. Whatever they are doing right now, the complaint of Oloye Sunday Igboho was that it is all in Nigeria. What they are now saying is that, you know, if he is going to renounce about a Yoruba nation, renounce his campaign of Yorubas to protect ourselves and all of that, yeah, that they would then have to return him to Nigeria. And he told them that if you have to send me back to Nigeria, do it. I'm not afraid of those in Nigeria. People gave the advice that I should leave, that a living Igboho is better than a dead Igboho, to the cause of what Fulani terrorists has now forced on us as a people. And I said, it's not afraid of them. But the plot now is that to keep him here. He said it. He said, their plot is to keep him here. They're not going to give him any court date. And if they don't give you a court date, right? All we have to do is just what we are doing right now. Getting the real people to take it up. I love what the Biafrans have done there with Nigeria. They have splitted their battle. I mean, they have splitted their army, their arsenal of, how they are going to fight legally. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I love it. They have those in Nigeria who continue to shoot it out there and let people know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime, and the people that actually committed crime are the people who are holding him for whatever crime they said is committed now. You kidnapped him. That's extraordinary rendition. That is a crime in international community. People who participated in that, they have to end up in jail, no matter how long it takes. Then we have other legal team who are also working around the world. In the US, the report came that an NGO, GATE, NGO, they have now petitioned the United States Congress, the United States government, President Biden himself. They've petitioned them and said, we know the sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria and why they are going after those who stand against them and their agenda. I love that. The legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are taking this up with the ICC. We are taking it up with so many other international courts. Yeah, that is battle. We have written petition. Ilanomo Odua. They have written a petition, a very strong one, to international criminal courts on what they did to Oloye Sunday Igboho. The International Criminal Court has received that and they've acknowledged it. So what we are now waiting for is for them to appoint a special envoy. Now, they have special investigator that will then come around so that those indicted, those who have hands in the attack and the killings at Oloye Sunday Igboho's house, those who have brought this upon us, they will pay sooner or later. But the reason why the battle seems to be scarred, because in Nigeria, there is a legal team there fighting tooth and nail against everything thrown at the Yoruba Nation agitators. I like that. But the center point, Oloye Sunday Igboho, the real energy there, they have managed to use diplomatic diplomatic lockdown to hold him. This is no longer legal with Benin Republic. Benin Republic is now complicit in committing human rights crime against a human rights fighter, Oloye Sunday Adeyemo. So somebody should please take them up on this. I said something earlier. I said, if we have to raise money, I am not a lawyer, but I have a positive feelings that Benin Republic is so comfortable holding him because those who are supposed to help us pull the right string, because they know that Igboho committed no crime, but many of them are claiming that they are offended because of the way he spoke to them, the way he spoke about them, and the way people abuse and attack them on social media. So it's pretty much like they chose, right, to keep quiet and become the agbalagba that are in the markets and watches the head of a baby turned to sideway or sideward. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó tẹ̀ wá lọ́jà báyìí tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí orí ọmọ tuntun wọ́. This is where I want to say, listen, I'm not a lawyer, but I kind of know that those who are supposed to really put pressure on Benin Republic as Yoruba prominent sons and daughters, it is either when they attempted to, they met the same brick wall and they never make any attempt to break that wall and free Igboho out of that place, because some of them felt offended and they still feel offended. As I have been told, some of these, our YouTubers, our vloggers, some of them are actually on the run. People attacking themselves. Igboho abused this. Igboho said that. Igboho deserved this. Igboho deserved that. And I'm like, how can you be so cold that what somebody said or didn't say has now robbed you of the real thing that happened right before our eyes during the same period that Oloye Sunday Igboho was out there? Yeah, we had our OPC men who went and they raided and they got Iskili Wakili. They arrested him and his sons to the police. And just last 2 weeks or so, the Abolongo Correctional Facility where they were keeping them got, bombed by terrorists. The jailbreak happened. And nobody has even told us about where is Wakili today. Nobody has come out. So if those who are supposed to really pull the string, if they have forgotten the heroic moves that inspired so many people, so many young people in Yoruba land, so many young people even outside Yoruba land, who came together in unison to say, at least if we want to have a Yoruba nation, we have to be alive first. Protection and security first. This is what brought all of us together at the time. So utterances, what he said about me, about them, and the rest of that has made many people to justify the complicity of Benin Republic. And it is wrong. Very wrong. Some said that Obasanjo is the reason why Benin Republic is still holding Oloye Sunday Igboho. Why can't we just say, talk to Baba Obasanjo himself and say, About Obasanjo, is it possible for you to tell us what you discussed with the President Talon of Benin Republic? He has the capacity to pull it. But I have told you diplomatically, for the Fulanis in power, Igboho is a threat. Igboho is not a threat to them about your election, about every other thing. He is a threat to the advancement of the Fulani terrorism in Yoruba land, the Atland, and the invasion that has already, that's already there. Is a threat to the advancement of such agenda if he continues to inspire young and old to prepare and harm themselves, if he continues to inspire the young and the old outside Nigeria to continue to support the protection of Yoruba land as little as they can do, as little as they could, the message was wide and it was big enough and intimidating for the likes of the Boko Haram gang to want him out of the way. But Igboho became another threat when he said, we will not have any election in Yoruba land. We would rather go for Yoruba nation. That got many of these Lagos Abobakus, these Oshogbo Almajiris, these ombud slaves, obedient fools, and sophisticated morons, the Buhari Danes, the Buhari Diot, the Cybarbarians, and the rest of them. It got them really right up. Who are you to say there will be no election? The insecurity is the only in Yoruba land that we are having insecurity. And Gumi also said the same thing, that how many people has been kidnapped, how many people have been killed by the Fulani in Yoruba land that will make the Yoruba people to say they want to break away. How many people have been killed, how many people have been kidnapped in Igbo land that make Nnamdi Kanu to say they want to break away. Because there are also people in there who believe saying they are Yorubas, they are Igbos. They will tell you, is that because of we will now say no election? So that got Igboho into the wrong book of many people who are also pretenders, shouting Yoruba nation, but codedly, they wanted him out of the way. And out of the way, it is to them now 117 days. Come on. Under which law? Under what country law will hold anyone for 117 days? And they will not tell you the reason why we are holding him. Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife, excuse me. Ooni of Ife put together a team of about 100 people, prominent Yoruba sons and daughters, and he called them the team for Yoruba agenda. And he also told us that is forgiving Oloye Sunday Igboho. So many people were not happy with that, but well, can they please walk the talk? Of course, maybe not, right? Well, do they have the chance of making that? Of course, they do have the influence to make a difference there, but many of them will hide behind, he insulted us. They insulted us. So they should go and get him out. So I won't join those who are going to continue to call them, and even though they deserve to be called out, but I'm just going to continue to tell them the consequences of their silence. The consequences, their silence is complicity, by the way. It is easier for me, it is easier for my viewers, it is easier for many of my friends here to agree that the silence of the likes of Baba Obasanjo, the likes of Ooni of Ife, the likes of all these Yoruba royal fathers, and many of this political class, the governors, all these people who have been keeping quiet about the detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho, illegal detention of Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. It will be difficult for you to tell us that you are not complicit in this, because your silence tells it all. So if people says they are behind it, it is very much easier to agree with them. But I don't want to just bash them because it won't help. All right? Maybe if we tell them the consequences of what they are about to get into, maybe they can begin to know that whatever Nigeria is offering them today, whatever protection, wealth, riches, and all of that Nigeria assured them today, and the Boko Haram regime and the rest assures them, right? I can reassure them now that with what this Nigeria has become, yeah, it will become even a lucky adventure to continue to enjoy that your luxury, to continue to enjoy that your your wealth, to continue to enjoy that your first class war and all of that, yeah, peacefully in that country. It's getting to that point. The reason why many of you are still kind of relevant is because somehow, you haven't become a mass target like we have been reading every now and then across Nigeria. You haven't yet. But you are going to be. Every day, as Boko Haram and gang continue to dig the pit and dig the grave of Nigeria, continue to slit the throat of Nigeria, right? Your silence is complicit. It's like you are in it with them, because you are. But all that have consequences. Very soon, that strangulation of the common space for general opportunity, the strangulation of that common space, shrinking of the opportunity, right, will continue to endanger and continue to make you an easy target too. So eventually, if you don't think about it, yeah, you will get caught up with it, right? You're caught up in it. Oloye Sunday Igboho had the chance, or gave us a chance for those of you who became who you are because of what you claim to represent in Yoruba land. Igboho gave you a chance, a sort of an idea of how to come together, build a bond, a kind of impenetrable bond, strong enough, right, to keep us safe in Yoruba land. But you sacrificed that for whatever they are promising you, with the excuse that we can live like this without having to follow the ways of Igboho and the rest, who says we should defend ourselves. You are not far away from the same danger that prompted Oloye Sunday Igboho to say, let us defend ourselves. And when that happens, when this whole thing begins to happen to you, we will begin to use you as an example to others who are still going to be alive then. We missed a great opportunity, especially those who call themselves progressives in Yoruba land. Those who claim, I call them progressives anyway. Progressives in Yoruba land who understand that there is never going to be any real economic progress in volatile places. Volatile places, and then you can't have any economic progress, economic development where you have this kind of security threats that brought open grazing ban and the rest. All these laws that brought about the Amotekun state police. All these threats that you underplay and the rest of them. They are threats that has pushed our people into further poverty, despite the unfortunateness of being part of Nigeria, which has made us the sharer, the beneficiary of the poverty and the frustration that Nigeria has become. But Igboho gave us that light. It gave us that chance. It gave you that chance, the chance to break the even and then come together and build a bond and break us away from this contraption. But again, we missed it. Your silence is complicit. Just remember that. Your silence is complicit, and there is no how long you hold it that it won't catch up with you. But we are not going to rely on them. Ladies and gentlemen, the issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic requires our generous attention now. I was going to reach out to Barrister Femi Falana, somebody who is a member of the West African legal, what do you call their legal group and all that. Is an international lawyer of repute himself. He will probably, and he's a Yoruba man too. So I don't know if the Lanomo Odu has approached him. There are many people who can take this up. genuinely, because diplomatically, yeah, there are people who can take this up. I am not an expert in all of this, but I have an idea. And I believe that those who also kind of are following this conversation today will tell you, I think we should do something about that too. Maybe if we have Barrister Femi Falana, SAN, in Benin Republic, Falana will not come back and tell us that Benin Republic judge said they are holding him for a crime, and he won't tell us that crime. Is that possible? Would Femi Falana spend 1 hour on BBC Yoruba or BBC Pidgin or BBC whatever, and he will speak for a whole 1 hour 30 minutes talking about Igboho's case, and he never spoke about the reason why they are still holding him? Speculating, getting paid for speculating. How? Why are they still holding Igboho? We think it's because Nigeria want to make sure that it never continue the self-determination agitation in Nigeria, so they are making Benin. Is that what a lawyer would tell us, that is what the court says? And is that legal? Ajibo, I know some of you will justify this because Ooni of Ife warned him. But let's ask ourselves, what do you think the warning was? The warning that Ooni of Ife gave to Oloye Sunday Igboho, what was the warning? The warning that he should stop going after Fulani terrorists. Do you really think, if you have ever been part of those who have been to that forest, spend the night there for days, do you really think you will take lightly an advice from a royal father as a Yoruba son or daughter that says, with what you have seen, that says you should stop doing all of that? Do you really think many of us can forgive ourselves by ignoring what we have seen or heard? The victims, the humans whose lives were cut short, and because they are not a governor, they are not a senator or former this or former that, they don't mean much to you. Do you really think such warning, which Ooni of Ife did not warn Oloye Sunday Igboho, Buhari told Ooni of Ife to go and warn Sunday Igboho? That's what happened. Do you now think because Igboho did not listen to Ooni of Ife not to go after the Fulani terrorist, do you now think the best thing they should do to him was to kill him and kill people in his house? Do you think so? And if you think so, what would be the reason? You as a person now, and I'm saying this to all of you who probably feel like he did not listen to warning, he did not listen to advice, he did not listen to this. Let's ask ourselves, what were the advice? Were the advice all about him not going or not talking about a Yoruba nation, not talking about the discrimination, not talking about the marginalization, not talking about the poverty, the unemployment, not talking about the killings and kidnappings that has made many, many Yorubas to pay millions of naira to bandits and terrorists in Yoruba land? Do you think it is appropriate? Some said he insulted Seyi Makinde, he insulted this person, he insulted that person, he did that. Then I ask you, does that then mean a death sentence for a Yoruba son, for our own Yoruba brothers and sisters, for saying no to Fulani terrorism and saying no to the warning of those you said didn't they warn him? Okay, now let's put that aside. since Ooni of Ife warned Igboho, how many team of military have you heard that have now gone into the forest of Oshun, forest of Oyo, and they have ransacked the whole place and they have rounded up all these kidnappers? Come down to Ibadan, come down to Ogun State, come down to Ishara, come down to Ijebu-Ode, go straight down to Benin and continue that way. How many people, how many soldiers, how many policemen that you can say since the time Ooni of Ife warned Igboho since March 2021, this is November 2021, those who have warned Igboho, what have they done? Because it was after you probably believe they warned Igboho and he didn't listen. And Oloye Sunday Igboho was arrested in Benin Republic. It was after that they kidnapped a member of my family. They kidnapped a member of my family from Odogbolu. He was traveling to Ikperu. And on his way, his car got shot. They shot at him, dragged him into their forest. I've shared the story with you. It was after that. And they said they wanted their 30 million. He spent over a week with them. He spent over 5 days with them. Until they received 3.5 million naira. 30 million was what they demanded. People have been kidnapped like that everywhere in Yoruba land. But you haven't been kidnapped. A member of your family hasn't been kidnapped. So it's not true. It's not real. When they say, people, I mean, they attack villages, they rape, hold women, they burn, and you know what I mean? But it didn't happen to your family. So therefore, probably it's not happening. It's just a make-up. They're just making it up to make Bukwari look bad. But ask yourselves, after those warnings, how many Fulani terrorists has been apprehended there? And those who committed the arson and the killings in Ibarakwa, in Igongon, have they been arrested as well? So once you are warned, stop talking about that thing. That's it. Is that not what Buhari says, that we should stop talking about it? Is that not why people are being killed, people are being haunted, people are being imprisoned and jailed without any real court judgment? Thousands of people are in prison right now in Nigeria without any court judgment, awaiting trial, they call them, on accusation that they are this, they are that, because Bukwari believe that they are, going to alter their agenda. So as a Yoruba man, because you haven't become a victim yet, may make this sound like, yes, it deserves it. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to be treated as Benin Republic is doing right now. They are committing a crime, and we need a real lawyer, real legal team. Put them together. We will raise the money for it. I have sent this message, and I'm going to speak again to, possibly with the Lanomo Odua team. They have their PayPal on the description of this video. If you want to reach out to them, use that PayPal, and it will go straight to Ilanomo Odua. We want them to tell us what they need for Oloye Sunday Igboho and for the real lawyers to really get involved in this. And if you're a lawyer or you have lawyer friends and you actually have an idea of what I'm talking about, we need your help. We need everybody's help, right? This is no longer something that the lawyers who continue to parade themselves as lawyers to Oloye Sunday Igboho. It is now obvious that this is not what they can do for us. This is not what they can help us with at all. It is now on us to help ourselves, okay? While we appeal to those who parade themselves as Yoruba leaders, Yoruba Obas, Yoruba this, Yoruba that listen, sáré yín lẹ́ ń bàjẹ́ yìí o, ẹ má yà parọ́ fún yín o. By the time the Fulanis overrun us finally, which they are going to, with what you have set us up on right now, yeah? By the time they are done, it doesn't mean that you are going to be safe. But again, we hope that those who are holding the string, they will stop pulling the string. We want real legal team. Mike, thank you. What if we put pressure on Benin and they decide to repatriate Omar Adeyemo to Nigeria? Our strategy should take this into consideration. You see, it kind of makes sense, but with what Igboho himself told us, it is not advisable for him to go back to Nigeria. All right, like every first option will be for him to continue to go and get the real medical attention. Okay, but Igboho is not afraid of going back to Nigeria because, as we speak, right, it doesn't even have any case to answer in Nigeria as we speak. Rather, it is Nigeria that is owing him a lot of money until another court says they shouldn't pay that money. Nigeria is the one that is actually owing him now. But locking him up in Benin Republic, keeping him there like indefinitely, is something that will likely make us reconsider our strategy. You get what I mean now? So in my own opinion, so like I said, the first option will always be get him out of that place and let him continue his journey to go and get the real medical attention, right? So, well, if the option says that he should be back to Nigeria, of course, I would say he will receive a better support even there than in Benin Republic, by all means. Yeah? But again, we want to change. This is 117 days, right? 117th day. And as I'm talking to you right now, except if they surprise us tomorrow and suddenly they say, oh, the court says we are meeting tomorrow. Except if they surprise us, there's no chance that their court is going to open for the rest of this year. The plan is to keep him there beyond 2023. The plan is to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their own detention too, beyond 2023. But his legal team are pulling every string that should be pulled. I love that. We're not pulling all the right. I know our case is different. Our case would have been similar if to say they did not kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Benin Republic. If to say Kenya, they didn't kidnap me from Kenya. If to say Kenya only arrested him, like Benin Republic did, and they are now waiting for Nigeria to send evidence, our case would have been similar. But you see, they have the home base that is doing the real job back home in Nigeria, and they have those who are doing the other international legal setup, booby trap and everything, putting the names of these terrorists where they rightly belong, the people terrorizing Nigeria and setting other innocent people up. Freedom fighters, human rights fighters, they are being locked up as terrorists, and terrorists are being compensated. So those who are doing that, so we should have something similar. And I just don't want to talk about it. I have offered now. I am offering now. Yeah. And for the team in Ilana Odua, the Yoruba Global Directorate, everyone, every group, wherever you can pull, we need a real legal team. And personally, if I'm lucky, right, I won't mind to reach. I won't mind reaching out to Barrister Sheyi, I can't remember his full name right now, the lawyer that has been, working so well for our Yoruba Nation agitators. He got all of them out of the Daura Secret Service dungeon. And Olajengbesi, I think I remember the name now, Sheyi Olajengbesi. I don't know if that's the right one. So I would love to reach out to him. And then through Omoyele Sowore, maybe we can reach out to Barrister Femi Falana. Somebody prominent, somebody who knows the nitty-gritty of the law should take this up. We are going into 2022. We don't want to be talking about Oloye Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic in 2022. Do we want to be talking about that? We should be talking about more things that, in fact, solidify that solidify our mission of liberating ourselves from these shackles of Nigeria, right? Toyota 1997. Benin Republic needs to be given an ultimatum to free Sunday Igboho. 1 week, then let's raise money and head to International Criminal Court. I love that. But you know, one thing is that I can make that pronouncement right now. But you know, I don't have any authority to make them take it serious. But if Ilanomo Odua can lead the charts, if Yoruba Global Directorate can issue that statement, people like us can amplify it and we can bring life to it. And afterward, we can start the process of getting him out by raising money for the legal team, real legal team this time around. I want us to do that. And I don't want us to continue to lament as we have been, because I can tell you this, free of charge. Yeah? This has become a political, diplomatic logjam. And when it comes to that, Nigeria will always have the upper hand. Igboho has become a sort of a keg of a gunpowder that Benin Republic will have to treat with care. If they let him go, Bokwari can use the armor of Nigeria and cause economic destruction further of Benin Republic. And this may sound kind of unbelievable to some of you, but it's real. Benin Republic economy let me put it this way. About 40% of the Benin Republic economy relies on the trade between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Some say 60%. I don't want to exaggerate, but I've been told is more than 40%. The trade between Benin and Nigeria. And this trade is not even Nigeria. The trade is between Benin and Yoruba land. And everybody that runs through that, their border. Nigeria under Bokwari shut that border for over 2 years now. At a point, they said they partially opened it. They shut that border for 2 years, and Benin Republic has lost fortune. So it has become a bargaining chip where Bokwari, who wants to keep Oloye Sunday Igboho as a trophy, is asking Benin Republic to send him back. But legally, if Benin Republic send Oloye Sunday Igboho back to Nigeria, it will be considered as a kidnapping and extraordinary rendition, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court in Benin Republic has no case against Sunday Igboho. They couldn't bring anything up. So if their cause couldn't do anything or bring any legal case against him, then if Benin Republic now puts him on a private jet and send him back to Nigeria, it will be similar extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Benin Republic is now probably weighing the offer. The offers that include if they will open the border fully and Benin Republic economy can really bounce back a bit after coronavirus. So if they give Oloye Sunday Igboho back to Nigeria, they are also going to be tagged like Kenya, because Kenya is still going to be sanctioned on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. No wonder Nigeria doesn't want to actually have a court case on Nnamdi Kanu. So we need real legal team who can unlock what some of us don't have a clue about. All the lies they are telling us about the Benin Republic and the rest of that. Benin Republic is trying to milk Igboho. So if some of you don't really value Igboho, imagine somebody, Igboho, that some of you are saying he deserves it, he talks too much, blah, blah, blah. Igboho has become a bargaining chip for them, whereby they believe that Igboho is worth the 50% of the economy of Benin Republic. Can you believe that? Imagine a whole country knowing that if they release this man to Nigeria, it will boost their economy by more than 40%. But they don't trust Nigeria. You get what I mean? Because shutting down the border is an economic jihad that Bokwari are under the pretense of trying to stop smuggling. Meanwhile, it's only the southern border that they shut for 2 years now. So they are miscreants called the custom or border patrol, all of them, right? They go into people's homes in different border towns like Idiroko, all these areas in Ogun State. They go to people's home, they shot and kill them. In Oshogbo, you see them roaming about like rabid dogs. Custom, they are going into people's home, killing them because of bag of rice. You know why? Boko Haram has shot all the southern border. Where una they take this? Where una they get this parboy rice from? You must be a criminal. So they will come to your house. So it's an economic jihad. As the Fulani terrorists continue to displace the Yoruba from their farms, from their communities, and they are underreported, yeah? Boko Haram shot the border. But as they shot the border, Benin Republic is biting dust for it. Yoruba people who are running businesses through that border, many of them have gone broke now. Poorer. So they don't trust Boko Haram because they know that shutting the border is not about smuggler. Boko Haram said he shot the Nigerian border. But northern border is porous, is opened. Few days ago, they told us the ISIS and ISIS from Iran, ISIS from Iraq, ISIS from Syria, wherever they come from. Somebody said, there's no ISIS in Iraq. ISIS from Iraq, I see ISIS from Iran, ISIS from Syria, ISIS from Afghanistan, and all these people from everywhere. They told us that they are coming to Nigeria. And because there is no border, they are already in Nigeria. They are already carrying out their attack in Borno. That means the border in the northern Nigeria remain opened. Rather, Amechi is building them a $4-something billion rail line to Maradi in Niger Republic. Their border is open there. No border. What is even border? They walk in and out. If they say if you stay inside the Boko Haram's house in Daura, if you are in his living room, yeah, you are in Nigeria. If you go to the backyard where he normally show his cow, they do shoe to his cows, yeah? That place is in Niger Republic. Do you know that? It's not Nigeria, but it's Katsina State. They will tell you Katsina State, Nigeria. But guess what? That place is the border. Is the land of Niger Republic. If you stroll too much, you go there inside Niger Republic. No border. So Benin Republic doesn't really probably trust them, but they are holding Igboho. We shouldn't let that continue. I'm proposing this, and I hope people will actually pick this up, because I don't have any authority. I am just like a teacher, your conscience, someone that speaks directly to your mind and make you probably see it differently. Because there are smart people on this platform who actually listen to Maiyegun's Diary Politico all the time. So even what I've forgotten to say, some of you can decode that. What I'm saying now is that we can no longer rely on what they tell you about Igboho anymore. We now know that it is a total political, diplomatic lockdown. We can unlock it. Yes, we can. Benin Republic just need to know that Igboho is not a bargaining chip between Nigeria and Benin Republic, because the only thing Nigeria will make Benin Republic do is to commit a crime. They are already committing a crime. They are holding somebody for 117 days. Somebody who is not a Beninoid. He's not from Benin Republic. He's from Nigeria. He has a West African passport, which is the Nigerian passport. He can travel and transit from all West African countries. As long as he's not visiting your country to say, I'm staying in your country, he's transiting, therefore he's committed no crime, but Benin Republic is holding him for 117 days. Tomorrow is going to be 118 days. So that's a crime. And somebody needs to tell Benin Republic, somebody needs to remind them, somebody needs to remind them the gravity of what they are doing. There's no other name that came to my mind other than Barrister Femi Falana. And for those of you who are still offended because of what he said about this person, about that person, I ask you again, do you think you won't become a victim of people you know? Do you really think so? Do you think that when you become a victim of all these attack, kidnappings, and all of that, would you be able to come out and ask those who won Igboho and ask them, where is the protection they should have provided? Would you be able to come out, or you just say, we should just thank God that they didn't kill you? That's what my brother said when he came back. Baba, I thank God, though. Baba, Nigeria is finished. I said, why? He said, you see, all these things you are also always saying on your program, all these things are, sometimes people will be like, is this thing, is this even possible? Are these things happening and all that? Yeah. So, Baba, we walked from Ishara. We walked from Ogere. We walked from Ogere to Ibadan. In the forest, inside we were passing through villages that people no longer stay. There are no people there anymore. That, Baba, these people, they have the map of the entire Yoruba land. They have mapped it. They know the type of terrorists who are operating between Ibadan axis and Oshogbo, Ogbomoso. They know those who are operating in that forest. They know those who are operating between Lagos, Ibadan, that expressway, all the forests, part 1, part 2. They know those who operate there. They know those who operate within the deeper forest of Ishagamu, Ogere, all those areas. He said, we walked, Baba, we walked for, like, it was like 5 times that we will walk down from Ibadan. We will walk down straight to Ogere. We will not meet anything, no police, no nothing. And we will never cross any major road. These guys know all of this. Say, hey, see, Baba, the guy was telling us that he was telling him that Yorubas are just mouths. They just make mouth. That if they want to raid anywhere in Yoruba land, they will do it peacefully. Nothing go happen. And he believed them. That's what he told me. He said, Baba, I believe them. Baba, I need to get out of this country. I said, You say, Baba, honestly, hey, I saw things. Say me, if they told me that I will walk. Baba, in the night, in the middle of the day, night, we were just walking. He will walk back, forth, and they will use his phone to call the family. Are you not bringing the money? We are going to kill him tonight. And they will use the edge of, all these, they are guns, AK-47 gun with knives attached to the edge, yeah? They will clock the gun as if to say they want to shoot him, right? They will call the family. They will clock the gun. But there's no bullet, yeah? Then they will now use the edge of that knife to pinch him, choke him, stab him. So he'll be screaming. And the family will be like, hey, what are we going to do? Do you think he won't become a victim? Somebody went to Nigeria from London to go and bury her mother. The first one, this one happened this year. The first story I told you, that one, God help her, they didn't kill them. They've never been to Nigeria for like 10 years. Family, man, father, mother, daughter. They went to Nigeria to take their daughter to Nigeria. And, last year or so, you know what happened? They kidnapped them. They were coming from Ondo. So they want to travel from Ondo down to Lagos so that they can attend another party. They were coming from a party. They kidnapped them. They raped the woman. They threatened to rape the daughter, to rape the man, the husband, until they paid ransom. She came back to London and she was like, that she will never, ever, ever go back to that Nigeria again. And she will ensure that her children have nothing to do with Nigeria again because the trauma, especially for her daughter. And you can imagine when she narrated that story, when she narrated it. But the lady that went last year to go and bury her own mother, she didn't come back. She left her family and friends at VI, where they did the party, decided to travel to Ibadan. That's the last thing they heard of her. They kidnapped her, raped her, and killed her in the presence of her children. Small kids in a car. She didn't make it back. But you have that your uncle in London, telling you that don't listen to that Maiyegun. Don't listen to that people like that. Nigeria is going to be great and all of that. Of course. Don't listen to me. But listen to your conscience. Do you want to be a victim before you begin to listen to Maiyegun? That's up to you. Referendum is not war. Do you get that now? Referendum is not war. Asking to protect yourself is a universal right. The right to protect yourself against any aggression. Nigeria and the Yoruba leaders should be proud that you have people who can stand against the terrorists from the Sahel. Instead of placating them, giving them money and giving them land and protection and even creating local governments for them, all of those BS, right? You have people who can deal with them. You'd have people who can deal with them. See, I am ready to launch, I'm ready to launch any millions of naira, fund mobilization for the legal team that is ready, genuine, that is ready to take over this case. Sincerely speaking, right, we have the capacity. I can raise more than 20 million naira in a week. We can raise that, can't we? Of course we can. But we want to raise it for the right team. The right team that will remind and tell Benin Republic they are committing a crime. And they are being taken up on it. And we want a team that will take them up on it. Identify their judges. Identify those who are the crooked officials of Benin Republic who are working with Nigeria to hold Oloye Sunday Igboho. Let him go to court if you have any case. That's what we are saying. Take him to court. Igboho himself is a totalator. You know now. He's never, as he's paying his lawyers in Benin Republic, he is also paying the lawyers in Nigeria. And those lawyers have never complained of never been paid. But it is time for us to know that it is our battle. And we need the real army, legal army that can take them up. As they are fighting Benin Republic, they are dragging Nigeria. And the whole thing is to get Oloye Sunday Igboho out of that place. Just same way we can see with our Biafran brothers and sisters, no matter their disagreements, no matter their argument and all of that, trust me, it is still the same mission, the same agenda. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra or nothing. So, when you look at their legal team, they speak with the same voice, the same language. Nigeria is a lawless country. Nigeria is unreal. Nigeria that tells the whole world that, Nnamdi Kanu is leading a terrorist organization, IPOB. The same Nigeria, they have Nnamdi Kanu, kidnapped him, but they cannot present the evidence. They have their courts, they have their judges, they have all of the instrument of state, the evidence they have, even if they manufactured evidence, if they fake evidence, they are so afraid to bring them to their own courts. But in the media, they are telling you, all of you, what they are going to do. They are telling you everything they can. You know what I mean? We need a real legal team. Malamu was talking about political solution. The political solution there is that they want them to stop talking about Biafra. They want them to stop talking about what do you call it? Oduduwa Republic. They want them to stop talking about self-defense or regionalism, anything. They want them to stop talking about them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what would you like us to give to you? We just want you to go away. Just go away. People will forget it. Just, do you mind? Political solution. No. You can't negotiate with somebody in chains. You can't negotiate with somebody in detention. You can't negotiate with somebody you locked up somewhere. No, you only negotiate with a free man. And we need a really good team, please. We do. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We have the capacity to raise millions. So if you are a lawyer that is so close to Barrister, you know that Barrister Femi Falana is never going to be like, oh, pay me this or that. They said he's usually doing his cases like this pro bono, especially human rights stuff like this. But we are ready, okay, to partner with any legal team, any legal chamber in Nigeria who knows about the laws in Africa. It's not because they respect laws. We want things done right. We don't just want people to say, oh, please help us now. Help us to go and talk to the president now. Help us to go and talk to Benin Republic now. Help us to go and beg Buhari now. Help us to go and beg this person and that person. That's complete BS. We are not cut out for that. Benin Republic is committing a crime. It is a crime. I don't know in their country, like in Nigeria, we don't know how many people they currently locked up. But you see that president of Benin Republic, their president Talon, this same guy ran away for his life under the former president too. He had to run away that they wanted to kill him. It was the fall of the former president and the rest of that brought him back to power. So if Talon has forgotten, we need a real legal team that can put legal documents together and send it straight to the office of Talon himself. I mean, I don't know how they do these things, right? But sometimes some people say I have some crazy imagination, and I love my imagination too, because I read a lot about things, right? I'm just not a lawyer, but I read a lot about a lot of things. I know they can put a legal document together, a legal proposal together that Benin Republic will not be able to refuse, because if they refuse, then we take it to the next level. If now money it go shop, I'm not making mouth for those who actually know what we are capable of doing. On Maiyegun's diary Politico, what we are capable of doing on social media, we've done it. The properties they destroyed at Oloye Sunday Igboho's house, some of the buses that we raised money to buy, they destroyed them. That's the example of what we are capable of doing. So we need a real team and give us a prize. I mean, maybe not publicly like this, but we want a team that is going to walk straight into the presidential palace. Guess what? They walk straight into the presidential palace of their country and tell them, you are committing a crime. You can't hold a man. You can't hold him for 117 days. Sorry, I don't know. People have started fighting themselves. Sorry, I just got that. I'm sorry. Who and who they fight? Make a intervene on Facebook. Why would not they fight yourselves? Now don't they call yourself Omobuku, Eru, this and that? Who be this one? You better, all of you better calm down. I don't know if it's a therapy for some of you. Like when you sit there, old people like you, they type, they fight. Your papa, your mama, you know what I mean? On top disagreement on what should we do, what is right, what is wrong, or who is right, who is wrong, and the rest of that. And now they attack on ourselves, old people, aged people, and some of you, except if you are actually kids, some of you have your on that bed. Some of you are lying down on your bed, arguing with your phone. Who is your father? Go to her. If I grab about who you they fight on top that your bed there. And if you're actually doing it from Nigeria, I appreciate the fact that you're actually watching this video and you're fighting other people from other places. Now they disagree, they fight on yourself. Whether what is wrong with people, man? I don't know if it's a therapy for some of you, but again, calm down. Okay? Calm down. Because if you are for or you are against, know how what Nigeria has become. Listen to me very well. What Nigeria has become, they have democratized injustice. Okay? Whether you are for Nigeria or you are against Nigeria, or whether you are for Boko Haram or whether you are against Boko Haram, listen to me very well. They have democratized the poverty. They have democratized the injustice. They have democratized the insecurity. They have democratized the human rights abuses. They have democratized everything. So it has become turn by turn Nigeria Limited. So if we sleep under your bed, they fight on ourselves. Who is your father? My friend, shut up. My friend, you be mumu. Shut up your mouth. Come back to Nigeria and do it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, just calm down. That's all I can tell you. Just calm down. Okay? Because whatever you feel like we are saying that you think is making you get bored, I mean, so angry and all of that. Listen, it won't change. Your anger will not change Nigeria. But what we are talking about right now can make a lot of changes about how you live in that Nigeria, how they treat you as a human being in that Nigeria. Do you see the difference? If you abuse me, some of you, since you have been abusing me, right? I seems to just be fine, getting better and better. It's kind of cool, right? That, I'm still here. That's the point. Abuse, attack. Somebody was using something. See, there's nothing I haven't seen. Are you with me? On this social media, on these streets. 8 years, no joke. 9 years, rather, no joke. I've had people who said, you, Maiyegun, I give you 1 week. You will see what will happen to you. They brought out this on and all of that, Afoshe. I said, wait, happen. Because of politics of Ogun State. And me, I go see and I go talk. You get what I mean now? If I see something, I will talk. Yeah, I'm just like that. Maybe not everything, but I talk. Somebody got angry to the point that defending the Ibikunle Omamushi, the former governor of Ogun State. And they said he was swearing for me. And I said, Baba, una know they use una sense. If Nigeria frustration gets you so angry that what you see on social media gets you so mad to the point that you begin to speak in tongue, you will see what will happen to you. You will see God will just, I said, Baba, calm down. Deal with that Nigeria, because you see, the hellfire that they tell you about, where you read about all the time. Janamo. You know what is called Janamo? Hellfire. You know, there anywhere. And Nigeria be hellfire. Don't let anybody lie to you. The only difference is that inside that hellfire, some people get small money. They can't build AC. Can't they pretend to be comfortable? Who is comfortable in a country that has no electricity? Who is comfortable in a country that has no healthcare system? Who is comfortable in a country that has no good infrastructural system? Who is comfortable in a country that has no security? But now hellfire. Yeah? So everybody, you see? I say, almost see machine. Oh boy, see this soprano wheel. See this janja with this, you know what I'm talking about? Oh boy, see money. If you see this guy, it smell money. Is there fire? Now those few ones who manage to get small change by milking you inside the air fire, and then they bought themselves a air condition. It is still the same air fire. There's no other place, so don't let anybody lie to you. You get what I mean now? So if you abuse me, if you do all that, do I enjoy replying some people when they abuse me, right? Because it makes it kind of like communication, it's like we're having a conversation. So yeah, shut up, bye-bye, Oma blown, all that kind of thing. Yes, I do respond because I make it conversational, all right? Well, they've gone as far as telling me that they give me 7 days, they gave me 7 months, they gave me this and that. Last, and Nigeria, they happen to them. When Nigeria happened to them, they start, hey, God help us. Oh, hey, this Nigeria will kill us. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm still here, still talking about the same thing. So talking about it helps. But you may disagree, but calm down. It won't take away what Nigeria has done to you. It's just an advice. Because I've been seeing people attacking themselves. It's so usual. It's so usual. Yeah, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with people. Okay? But if somebody tells you, say, Boko Haram are terrorists, why are you angry? If somebody says, Tifnumbu is a thief, why are you angry? I don't know. Why are you angry? Can you call your father a thief? My papa never collected any salary as a public official. So you can't call him a thief, except if he steals something from you. But if Numbu and gang, they have been stealing from you, that's a fact. And if that sounds like imaginary to you, okay, you have heard about Alpha Beta. Haven't you? You have a state government. Government too. Now government, they collect tax for all over the world. Government. But in Lagos State, now Tinubu company, they collect tax. Can't they give collect cut percentage? Take their own percentage, can't give the rest to Lagos State. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life? They say Boko Haram be terrorist. He say, can you call your father a terrorist? My papa never forgive any terrorist. My papa never pardon any terrorist. My papa no tell you, say, may you give your land for any terrorist. My papa no tell you, say, you should learn how to live with terrorists. Do you understand? So how come you go come call my papa terrorist? When Bokwari tells you that you should never call the terrorists, you call them bandits, call them simple criminals, call them this, call them that. How my papa go come be like, can you, if I call Bokwari terrorist, why are you angry? Why? You see all these people, now Shango go kill them. And you replied, now Shango go kill your papa. Can you say Shango can kill your papa? Why are you angry? Schools, they won't build, they won't equip it. Teachers, they won't pay. Medical centers, hospitals, clinics, they won't build. Their doctors, medical staffs, they won't pay them. Roads, they won't construct, they won't repair. And their workers, they won't pay. So if somebody say, I shall go kill them, why are you angry? Why? I mean, what's it, don't mind me. I like, because it's like me now talking to you. You just be there like, okay, I shall hear you. Abi, is that not what you are doing right now? Yeah. These are the things you should ask yourselves. Why am I angry when these people are mentioned? If Numbu cannot be president, and now your papa go come be president now. My papa not supposed to be president, my brother. Why should my papa be president before you think right? I mean, but again, we need ourselves. Don't wait till you become a victim, okay? Because don't think that because you think you are right, some other people are wrong. You think that they are wrong or you are right and other stuff. Listen to me. In Nigeria of today, same thing I just told that our royal fathers and everybody that felt offended by by utterances of Oloye Sunday Igboho and the rest of them, they've democratized it all. Breakfast. It's just at the time Tony Kaluku Majetiti Ototoni.
Oh, breakfast. Asiko Tony Kaluku Majeti Ototoni. Summobilai.
You know what I'm talking about? Again, let's send the SOS to those who indeed should do this job for us. I'm taking this serious, all right? I am serious about this legal part of it. I've said something about that before, and this time around, I'm calling on all of you, my friends, because listen, if they should pick my call, they will be picking your calls, right? And what does that mean? It simply means that if they accept our call to build a new legal team that will indeed give us a clearer picture of why Benin Republic is committing this crime and under what law in their country or in Africa, under the African Charter, that allows them to lock up a political prisoner, a political refugee, and lock him up in their country without trial for over 100 days. We need a team. And when they pick my call, I'm going to call on you. We will raise the money. We will even shock ourselves to show our seriousness, because most of us, this is what we can do. And I want to say thank you to every one of you who continue to mobilize all over the world, especially our people who did Igboho rally in Ibadan yesterday. Guys, again, I want to say thank you to all of you, okay? Because these are the things that continue to remind us that Igboho means something to us. Nigeria is the one that is so hostile to us and make it look like we are not standing up for one of our own, okay? So thank you to everybody who has been organizing rallies in London, Koiki, my brother, everyone who is organizing rallies, talks, movements, and every other thing all over the world. London, New York, Washington, US generally, here in Europe and all of them. I want to say thank you to you. Continue every now and then when you have the time. But we need this legal team. And trust me, we will raise the money. And that is our goal. We don't want to sit down here and continue to listen to those who are going to remind us that the reason why they won't help Igboho is because of his mouth. We will come back to you. Let us first pursue Eleyoro first. Then we'll come back for the idea. For now, I am putting all of you on alert. If they pick that and we finally found a call from like Barrister Femi Falana SAN and says, yeah, the chamber will take it up. Oh man, I'm going to dedicate a full episode like this to tell you why you must rise now and fund it. I'm preparing all of you for it. And I hope when I call, as usual, you will listen. I got a message from, I got a message from Mrs. Victoria Idakbani before I came on live earlier. She was sending a message up. We've always been reaching out to Mrs. Victoria Idakbani, the wife of Corporal Martins Idakbani. Remember when we first raised money for the family when Corporal Martins Idakbani was first arrested? Who is Corporal Martins Idakbani? Corporal Martins Idakbani is that corporal, the Nigerian soldier, who made a video advising his own colleagues never to take this order of going after the NSAS protesters and killing them, because there's already a signal that they were going to go out and kill people. So he gave that advice and order, and he's also the same guy who came out to call on Buratai to be arrested. That Buratai has undermined the Nigerian military so terribly bad that his friends were being killed by Boko Haram like they are nothing because of poor pay, poor equipment, poor, exposure and all of that. I mean, terrible exposure and all of that led to their death. He cried out then that the government of Nigeria should look into the corruption in the Nigerian army that has led to the death of innocent soldiers in the hands of this marauding terrorist. Instead of the Nigerian government to open any inquiry on that, Buratai the butcher, who was then the Nigerian chief of army staff, picked him up immediately and they locked him up somewhere in, because according to her, she went to go and see him in Sokoto. So they locked him up in a military base in Sokoto, denying him every legal representation he should have right to. And they deny him the access to see his family. That's the sad part, right? It's been over 2 years now that they've locked him up. No trial, no nothing, no salary, and the family left in the limbo. We are so grateful to my friends on Maiyegun's Diary Politico who came together for the first time. And I think we raised about 400 or 500 pounds for the, no, what am I talking about? We raised almost 800 pounds for the family and the first tranche. And we also raised more than 350,000 naira for the family the second year. But for the first time, Corporal Martins Idakbani sent a voice note. Meanwhile, Mrs. Victoria got involved in an accident while she was traveling to Abuja last week. She said, right? For Corporal Martins Idakbani, for the first time, I heard his voice from the detention. I'm going to share that with you. I hope this plays. Let's see.
Good evening. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun. Good evening. I'm sorry grateful to send you this message. I'll be hearing of all the good exploits I'll be doing for me and my family. God will richly bless you abundantly. You should know that yes, all efforts are not wasted. Surely you shall smile at the end. You shall really know that yes, indeed I am worth fighting for. God will bless you richly, my brother. Take care, brother.
I don't know if you heard that. Corporal Martins Idakbani locked up in a military base in Sokoto for calling out Buratai 2 years ago. No trial, no nothing. I remember our big sister, Lizzie, who actually lives in Edinburgh, by the way. I don't know if Lizzie is watching. She made the contact with the family, the wife and all that. She said she was so impressed with the kind of personality of Mrs. Victoria Idakpani. She's been taking care of the family, the children, since the absence of her husband. That is one of those injustices we talk about. People who are paying the price for speaking out against the criminality or entity called Bukwari's government, the regime of bloodbath, murderous, selfish, and the corrupt individuals, unpatriotic people who have seized power in Nigeria and wielding it the way they wished. So just think about that. When somebody locks you up for, even if you commit a crime, you would probably deserve to be heard. I mean, you deserve to be heard. If they say you commit any crime, you deserve to be heard in a law court. Nobody has the right to lock you up just like that because they can. I mean, there should be consequences. There have been consequences. And we want to sound a note of warning to Benin Republic. We know Loye Sunday Igboho needs the medical attention. He really needs it. He's committed no crime. Only people who committed crime are locked up. On record in Nigeria today, there's no court, there's no judgment, there's no nothing. On, what do you call it, in the face of Nigerian law, that says Igboho committed any crime. As we speak, the last judgment the last legal judgment that comes from any court, which is that pronouncement of 20.5 billion naira damages awarded against Nigeria. Nigeria hasn't paid it. They haven't appealed the judgment as well. They haven't lifted that order as well. So which means Igboho has no case to answer until they are able to establish a case against him in Nigeria, or Benin Republic need to come out and say, this is the crime he committed. If anything happens to Igboho, if anything happens to Loye Sunday Igboho, Benin Republic will pay. I don't know how. I can promise you that. So, thank you so much. What do you call it? Thank you so much for your time tonight. I know so many people would love to call in and say one or two things on the program tonight. Trust me, I would love to hear from you too. But we are going to shift it again. I'm sorry, right? I'm going to see you some other time, hopefully tomorrow night, okay? But before you go, my friends on YouTube, my friends on Facebook, share that video if you haven't, like that video if you haven't, and then subscribe if you haven't. Set your notification on for a reminder, and I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe and good night.